You're watching Betsafe. Welcome to the Liverpool Echo Arena. It's Cage Warriors 82. With me is Jimi, Manuwa. We've just watched Ben Stokes and we've watched Ashley Derbyshire. They've come out of there. They've done their ring walk. How do you prepare for all this? How do you walk out and listen to the crowd?
For me, it's when I come alive. You know, when you're walking out, you see the crowd, you hear the crowd, you hear your walkout music and everything. For me, it's when I come alive, and you've done all the work. But for some people, it's more nerve-wracking and everything. So it comes with experience as well.
How do you pick the music? Because you want to inspire yourself, don't you?
Yeah, how do you pick your music?
Yeah.
It's like you pick your music what motivates you and everything. Maybe your favourite song or something what hypes you up and everything. So yeah, it's probably just your favourite song.
If you could see the crowd here already, we're just in the amateur bouts here and they are going absolutely nuts. I mean, forget this, wait till some of the local fighters come out later on, wait for Paddy Prem Lim, wait for Molly McCann. What's this crowd going to be like, Jimmy? Because I mean, it's partisan, isn't it? They're all Liverpool.
I walked in and we're early as well. I walked in and the crowd's gathering and everything. It's looking great. And Paddy Prem Lim's crowd I've heard is really loud.
How do you think it's going to inspire Paddy Prem Lim? Because Nad has come here, he's already challenged for a world title, he failed. So this really, it's his second chance, isn't it? It could be his last chance.
Well, I think even for me, the crowd in London when I walked out was, so I drew energy from it and everything. So I think the other guy's going to have a hard night. But I heard he's a tough guy and everything, so let's see what happens.
They're quite opposites because where Paddy is, well, he's a lot of mouth, isn't he? Whereas Nad says nothing. Do you read into that or not?
No, I don't really read into any of that. It depends. If you're a calm person, then all that talk doesn't affect you because you can't do that talking in a cage. It's all about the fight.
What's Paddy's strengths? Where's he going to win or where could he be lost? Because his last fight, a lot of people weren't impressed because he made hard work of it.
Well, it just depends on the night, you know. You can have a bad night at the office and everything, so let's hope he's on his A game this time. And, you know, both fighters are very well-rounded and everything, so let's see what happens.
What's it like in the dressing room before this? How do you get yourself prepared? What sort of things are you doing?
Me, I just hit the pads hard, get a good sweat on, and just do all the good things what you know you're good at and everything. Work on bad defense, on bad positions and stuff. And just me personally, I hit the pads really hard and give it stiff jabs and you know just relax. But at the same time, you got to get your heart rate up and everything and get ready for war.
I've heard it before, and I know I was speaking to Tony Bellew just a month before about how you can lose a fight when you walk out. Is that true? Have you ever felt like that when you've gone out to a fight and all of a sudden the mindset has been wrong?
Personally, no. I'm full of confidence, and I'm full of like just motivation and everything. And I've got it's all about your team and keeping you level-headed and everything. But everyone's different. Some people get nervous, some people get calm, some people need waking up and everything. But you know, it all depends on the person.
One fight I'm looking forward to tonight is Lacey Shulkman, who's come over from America to fight the big local girl here, Molly McCann. And Molly, the pocket rocket, she's got a lot to say, but she's saying she's going to knock her out in the first round. I spoke to Graham Boylan. He said she's got two of the best, quickest hands he's seen, you know, in fighting.
Well, I heard the other girl's really good, and Molly's the underdog and everything. But you know, she's got the crowd behind her, and you know, that should help her a lot. So let's see. It's
going to be a big night here. We'll be back. Okay. We are back at Cage Warriors 82 with Brad Pickett. Mate, what have you seen so far? What do you think about this crowd? These are the amateur bouts and they're going crazy already.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the local support here has been great and it's only going to get bigger. Coming to the main event with Paddy Prem Lim and stuff, it's basically going to fill up and that is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to have a crazy main card, you know.
How are you feeling? Because this is one of the first events you'll have been to since your retirement, so are you missing this?
Yeah, I do. You know, but I'm not exactly dead. That's the. I have to keep reminding myself that I still could enjoy this. I will miss competing, but now I'm competing for other fighters. You know, I put all my time and soul into them, and I can compete through them. I miss competing. I like the fan interactions as well. I do miss it a little bit, but my decision's final.
Are you picking up on all the adrenaline, the nerves of the night? Are you getting that feeling that you normally get when you come through the dressing rooms?
I get way more nervous calling a friend or an opponent than I do fighting. Because when you fight, you're in control yourself. When you're calling someone, you just hope that they listen to what you say, and then hopefully, they do a good job, But yeah, it's definitely way more nerve-wracking calling someone than it is fighting.
Let's work through some of the card tonight. Lacey Shuckman against Molly McCann. Molly McCann, very much the hometown girl here, and she's calling the shots. She's saying this American has come all the way over here to beat her, and she's going to knock her out. I mean, she's believable.
Yeah, Molly has really great hands, really good boxing pedigree. I'm not too sure about her opponent too much. I know she's come over from Denver, Colorado. But that's what you think about Denver, Colorado. They train at a high altitude over there, so you imagine that she comes in with a good gas tank. But I think Molly has the local fans here, and she has really good hands. I think she gets the job done tonight.
And Everton have already lost today to Liverpool, so she's not in a great mood, is she?
Oh, no, exactly.
What about Tommy Quinn and Lee Chadwick? There's a lot of hopes for Lee Chadwick, isn't there? But tough opposition.
Yeah, it is tough. It's a great test for him. Lee Chadwick's been around for a long time on the local scene, and I think he's focused tonight on the job in hand, and he's going to come in and get the job done.
Vaughan Lee, Nathaniel Wood, again.
Yeah, Nathaniel Wood's my guy I'm here for. Vaughan Lee, I fought him before myself a few years ago. Vaughan's a veteran of the sport, been around a long time, but I think now it's time for the future of the sport. That's why I moved away. And Nathaniel Wood, they call him the prospect, and that's what he is. He's going to come in tonight, and you'll see a really good show by him.
Has he got a big future? Could he even start thinking about UFC at some point?
100%, because you only go by who you train with, and he gives me a very, very, very hard time in the gym, and I find the UFC, so yeah, he's ready.
What's his plus points?
He has a really good gas tank, and you see his technique is effortless. He's one of those people where he doesn't have to use much energy when he throws punches and stuff. So he has a very good gas tank, very good technique here, there, and he's a fast learner. His game's come on leaps and bounds even in the last 6 months, let alone the last 2 years.
Now, obviously, then you're moving on to the main event. Nad Narimani, very quiet. He went about his business in the weigh-in. A little bit of staring, but he was quiet. Paddy was quite ebullient, as he always is. He was noisy. I mean, is he the noisy neighbour, or is he the worthy champion right now?
Well, Paddy, he's very charismatic. He draws. He likes the limelight, and now tonight we have the biggest audience for Cage Warrior show. So I think he's going to thrive off that. Definitely, he's going to come out very live and energized. But I think Nad is no slouch. He's a very, very good game opponent, and it's going to be a very tough match, tough test for Paddy. I think he could get the job done, but Nad's definitely no joke. I think it could be an upset. I'm really 50-50 this one. But the fans will be on for a good fight, though. And
I think it is going to be the biggest event that we've seen in Cage Warriors here tonight. The biggest crowd, and most of that crowd, in fact, all of that crowd will be behind Paddy Prem Lim.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you do feed off the crowd. I remember when I fight locally, you have a lot of guys there. And for me personally, I fought for the fans. I didn't ever want to let them down for the support they give you. So I think Paddy's gonna, like I say, he's gonna thrive off this audience. But also, on the other hand, Nad's come in, he's got nothing to lose, no pressure. He hasn't got the pressure of the home ground. Sometimes that could be a good push, and sometimes it also could be a weight on your shoulders. It depends how you deal with it. But Nad's got no pressure here now. He's going to come in. He's going to be the bad guy, and no one's expecting him to win or that. So he can just come under the radar, get an upset, and just go home.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us, Brad. It's Cage Warriors 82. We're at the Liverpool Echo Arena. You're watching Betsafe. You're watching Betsafe. We are here at the Liverpool Echo Arena. With me is my favourite Cage Warrior in Liverpool at the moment. Sat next to me is Molly McCann.
I am not even paying him to say that either.
Molly, already Everton have lost today. You're in a bad mood, aren't you?
No, lads, I know the pride of the city off the blue side now is rested in me. So everything I've got is going into this fight. I mean, You can see it behind me, the stadium's filling up. It's still 3 hours till my time. My morale is up here. I am going to smash this girl straight back to fucking America. It's on.
What happened? 3-1, what happened?
Let's not even go there. Let's not bring the negativity there. Let's just stick with the fighting, yeah?
Yeah, let's think about what we can do about this. Now, Lacey Shupman is around. She's been around for a couple of days, and you have been buzzing, haven't you?
I mean, when I seen her at the weigh-in, I looked into her soul and I seen a broken woman, and I told you, she's going to come to the weigh-in and she's going to give it the big I am, and I'm ready. But fucking hell, when you step in here, you're fighting two of me in there, because you've got me and then you've got everyone else in here screaming for me. She's not got a fucking chance.
This is the biggest crowd ever for a Cage Warriors event. How proud are you to be on that card?
I am so proud. 3 years ago I was here as an amateur. 3 years on, I'm now on the main card. I'm on BT Sport. It just goes to show, for female MMA and for MMA as a whole, you start down there, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going, and you're going to get there. So I'm extremely proud to be a part of such a big night for my city.
We're talking to Graham Boylan. We were just talking to Brad Pickett over there, and they speak so highly of you and your boxing finesse.
I mean, I've trained with Brad quite a few times on the circuit, and he's a scramble athlete as well as myself. Graham obviously gave me the chance 3 years ago to fight, and they've seen the power that I've got in my hands. But 16 years I've been boxing for. It's not something that happens overnight. I weren't even allowed in a gym as a kid. I used to have to go and play in the street, and then I had one boxing coach called Jimi. He'd pay his own money to rent a gym to take me in just to hit pads. So without people like that who's helped me, I wouldn't be where I am, and hard work and dedication has got me to where I am. So the hands are going to be flowing tonight, let me tell you. And
you didn't just have to fit in with the boys. You fight the boys, don't you, in training? You do?
I'm the only girl in there.
You had a black eye last time I saw you.
Last time you see me, that was little Fran Breen. It was an accidental elbow. I told you this. It doesn't happen.
No such thing as an accidental elbow.
Hey, 16 years and this nose is still straight, so we're all right, we're all right.
So it's going to happen tonight, yeah?
I'm telling you, it's the first round's game over.
We're not far off, are we?
We're not far off. 3 hours. Just going to go and get me, what's time now? I've got me hair in 12 minutes.
You're getting your curlers in?
Me hair in 12 minutes.
Okay, what music are you coming out to?
I'm coming out to Scouse Anthem. You just have to wait and hear it. I lost a cousin 4 weeks ago, and we laid him to rest yesterday, and I couldn't go because I had to weigh in. So this song is for him, and it'll give you goosebumps, and it's a proper Scouse tune, and this is for my Kevin tonight. So.
Fantastic. Well, all our thoughts with you, sweetheart.
Thanks very much, my man.
My favourite Cage Warrior. We'll be back. We're back at Cage Warriors 82. We're with the main man, Paddy Prem Lim, who is already smiling because Liverpool beat Everton 3-1. Did you watch it?
Told you, didn't I?
Did.
Said they couldn't beat us at Anfield. Doesn't happen. Just doesn't happen.
Molly's destroyed, you know that. She doesn't want to be negative.
I told her it was going to happen, so she knew what was coming. It's all about tonight now, all of us getting our hand raised, as always.
Do you take anything from that, though? Because you said you'd win and Liverpool would win, so one down.
One down, one to go. Well, it's more than one. Got me mate Ellis Sampson fighting. We've got all lads from the gym fighting, know what I mean? It's not just about me, it's about everyone else. It's either watching them go in there and fight than it is to get in there myself. I like getting in there, so it's hard to watch your best mates. But
I know you all go in there individually, but when I look at you next generation gym buddies, you are a team, aren't you?
We're a family. We're not a team, we're a family.
And Molly, I mean, you're going to be willing her on, but do you think she's going to need that willing?
No, she's going to get the job done, know what I mean? She's going to go in there and she's going to take her head off. Just like we all are, we're all going to go in there and we're going to get the job done.
Your man doesn't talk a lot, does he, Nad? I know you know him. I mean, you don't mind saying what you're thinking, but,
I haven't said much about him, to be honest, and he said a few little pot shots, tried to chat a bit of shit, so he's going to get it took out on his face for being cheeky.
You love that belt, don't you? I've seen you with that belt all week.
It's my belt. It's not going nowhere.
Biggest crowd ever for a Cage Warriors tonight here in your hometown.
Told you, didn't I? Told you. It was always going to be. Bringing it home. Big house party, this. 8,000 people here. We're going to have a big party later.
Yeah, message to the crowd then.
Let's go nuts.
Brilliant. Paddy, thanks for joining us. catch him later on with a big smile on his face.
Years later.
Will he? I think he thinks he will. You will,
Of
won't
course,
you?
I know. My hand's getting raised with that belt. Don't worry about that. No one could beat me in front of these people. No one.
Top man. Cheers, man. Welcome back to Cage Warriors. We're with the president of Cage Warriors, Graham Boylan. How's it going so far? The crowd's building up, isn't it?
It's building quite quickly. We're not even at the pro prelims. We're just doing the amateur cards right now, and the place is probably half full just on the amateurs, which is a seriously good sign. Yeah.
When you look round, this is going to be the busiest audience, the biggest audience ever for one of these events. How proud are you of what you've done and of the fighters?
Oh well, we're happy as a team what we've done. It's a team effort. There's no one person there in this, but for the team to pull this together and make this happen, it's colossal. And for the fighters to have this platform to compete on and have all the eyes of the world on them tonight is, I'm happy for them. It's going to be a big night for them.
It's a Betsafe sponsored event. There's a lot of people being called out, a lot of talk about Molly McCann and about Paddy Pimblett. Do you invest in the fighters, or can you not afford to?
I wouldn't really get involved in that side of things. We put the fights on and then we leave them do their own thing after that, you know. So, but I think the Molly McCann fight and Lacey's fight, that's going to be a cracking fight. I think Molly's got really strong hands. Lacey good grappling. You don't know which way that's going to go. And the Paddy Nad fight, that's what all these people are going to be here for tonight. The atmosphere in here when Paddy walks out is going to be incredible. Yeah.
It's funny that they all go in individually, but we're just talking about their gym, the next generation. They're like a team, aren't they, when they turn up? Paddy says they're like a family, but they are.
Yeah, they're a big family. I mean, Paddy's fighting the main event tonight in this arena, defending his title, one of the biggest fights of his career, and he's sitting over there, front row, coaching from a seat, his teammates in the cage. That's a unit. You know, you would think he would be back in the changing room, relaxing, zoning out. He's ringside coaching with his mates.
Yeah, he was with some of the amateurs earlier on, wasn't he? I think the one lad was only about 13 or something, and Paddy's there ringside.
Yeah, they're a unit, you know. They all go out and fight together, they all go and coach together, and everything they do together. So the whole Liverpool's going to be there together tonight with them. Yeah.
Nathaniel Wood. We spoke earlier on, and I mean, some are saying he's a UFC material. You agree?
Absolutely, 100%. And he's got a great fight tonight, and I think if he was to beat Vaughan tonight, there's no reason why the UFC eyes shouldn't be on him. You know, he's a very talented kid, and this is the fight that sends him up to. Does he get that UFC call, or does he get on the radar of the UFC afterwards?
Brad Pickett was saying definitely a star for the future. So aside you, Paddy Pimblett, look out for him. Nathaniel Wood.
Yeah. Well, I'm in two different weight divisions, so I think Paddy is going to be a superstar, and Nathaniel is possibly going to go down the same road. We've got plans for Nathaniel if he gets a victory tonight, and we've also got plans for Vaughan if he gets a victory. So,
brilliant. Thanks for talking to us, Graham. We're here at the Liverpool Echo. It is Cage Warriors 82.